a documentary that follows firefighters from Detroit, one of the busiest firehouses in America, over the course of a year. And on October 23rd, two fire service-based charities right here in Connecticut are bringing this eye-opening film to the community. Joining me now are Captain Matthew Palmer, the director of the Stamford Fire Safety Foundation, and firefighter Frank Dosimo, who is with the Stamford Fire Fighters Burn Foundation. Nice to have you guys here.
Thank you for having us.
Captain Matt, first tell us a little bit about the documentary.
Sure. Burn is a movie that was filmed over the last few years in the city of Detroit. It followed Detroit firefighters over the course of a year, and it really just shows the struggle of the city of Detroit and what Detroit firefighters are facing and the increasing number of vacant homes they have and a large number of fires that occur there on any given day.
We're looking at some of the video right now, and Frank, what's interesting about this is that this is the perspective that you guys get.
Yes, the way that they shot this documentary is very interesting. They have cameras mounted in the apparatus, so you actually get to follow the journey from the first 911 call where they're responding out of their stations going to the fires, and a lot of the firefighters were outfitted with HD cameras that were attached to their helmets. So you're seeing it from when they pull up on scene to stepping off the apparatus and going right into burning structures. It's a view that most people in the general public wouldn't get to see normally.
Sure. No special effects here. This is the real deal.
No, this is the real deal.
Matt, why do you think it's so important for people to see the film?
Well, I think it really goes beyond just the fire service. Normally, we would recruit a lot of firefighters having a strong interest, but the documentary is really something that anyone could appreciate. It shows really what a city like Detroit is facing, and this is a city that once had almost 2 million people living in it in the 50s, and now is down to 700,000 people. So that translated into an enormous amount of vacant structures, and the firefighters are dealing with that in a city that also has a lot of financial challenges, and shows what real people are dealing, real firefighters are dealing with in a given day, and just dealing with the problems of the city of Detroit.
Great. First bird's eye view, I guess,
Sure,
right? First-hand view. Well, where can we see it? So let's talk about the screening and tickets.
The screening will be at the Avon Theater on Bedford Street.
Okay.
We have a website set up, which we'll probably show right off there. It's eventbrite.com. You can search in the plain field for Burn, and you can buy your tickets right online. They're $20 a piece, and it's benefiting the Stamford Firefighters Burn Foundation and the Stamford Fire Safety Foundation.
All right, and let's talk about both these organizations because you each represent them. Matt, first we'll start with you. Let's talk about the history and the mission of the Stamford Fire Safety Foundation.
Sure. We're a much junior foundation to the Firefighters Burn Foundation, which has been around for a number of years. We've only been around for just over a year. We were actually formed in January of last year, and it really on the heels of a very tragic Christmas Day fire in Stamford, in which 5 individuals lost their lives Christmas morning. And one of the things that we had really wanted to bring to the community was a smoke detector program in which we would, the firefighters would go out and firsthand do installations of smoke or carbon monoxide detectors for anyone in Stamford that needed it. And the foundation supports that program. We raise money so that we can continue to have smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors on hand, and also provide toolkits that we put in each fire apparatus in Stamford so that firefighters would have the basic tools needed so that they can do this installation at any time.
Sure. You brought some of the examples here, and what's great, if you are a resident of Stamford, they can call you guys up and you'll put it in properly.
Absolutely. We'll come out to their house. There's a few parameters we ask for, and we have that available on the city's website. But we will come out to their house, and we will have firefighters with a fire engine come out and do the installation on site. And if it's needed, we don't ask a lot of questions. We err on the side of putting them in so that people are assured that there's a minimal layer of protection of their homes, and we're happy to do it.
We know we're doing it the right way if you guys are out there doing it. Frank, tell us a little bit about the Firefighters Burn Foundation.
The Stamford Firefighters Burn Foundation was founded in 1983. By Deputy Chief Conroy and a few other chiefs that have since retired. Since its inception, they've raised over $400,000, and that money goes to support local burn centers such as Bridgeport Burn Unit, Valhalla in New York, burn units that we would use if we were in need of it, or residents in our area. We also support a lot of we also do a lot of work to support burn prevention and education amongst the public, Fire Prevention Week, that kind of stuff, going out to the school, seeing the kids.
So it's worthwhile to go check out the documentary because it's benefiting both the organizations. And I know there's a little bit of an after party. Give us the details.
Yeah, our friends over at Butterfield 8 on Bedford Street, which is a restaurant a couple doors down from the Avon, is going to allow us to use their facility after the screening. If anybody wants to grab food or dinner afterwards, and they're going to donate a certain amount of the proceeds from that night to both foundations. So
Good. Now, have you gotten a sneak preview yet?
I've actually seen the movie.
You have.
as
You
well,
both have.
yeah.
And it's just what you
Again,
go through.
I think anyone, again, you do not have to be a firefighter or someone involved in the fire service to appreciate the film. Anyone who appreciates a really good documentary, one of the executive producers was Connecticut's own Dennis Leary, who's been a great advocate for the fire service. You know, and again, if you don't have access to the internet, you can come down to the Avon on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. and we'll sell tickets at the door as well. So.
Very good. Well, let's put that information up on the screen. The screening of Burn is happening Wednesday, October 23rd at 7 at the Avon Theater in Stamford. As we mentioned, you can purchase tickets $20 in advance, but don't worry, Matt just said they're going to be there at the door. It might cost you $10 more, but it'll be worth it. And gentlemen, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you
for what you do.
us.
And coming up next, Corinne Trang features a classic Indian bean dish. But first, take a look at this.